All a family, so if he goes down, we're going down with him.
Emotions are high tonight in the Powell community after the football team learned it is losing all of its wins so far this season because of an ineligible player. The Powell High School football team will now go from 6-1 to 0-7.
The TSSAA issued that ruling this afternoon, forcing Powell to forfeit every game it won this season. The school will also have to pay a $700 fine. That's $100 for every game with that ineligible player. Well,
tonight, TSSAA confirms this week is the first time the organization heard about the eligibility issue, explaining why this information is coming to light mid-season.
And WBIR 10 News anchor Daniel Sexton joining us tonight with what's next for the team. Daniel?
Brandon, Robin, according to the letter the school got today, there's not much to talk about as far as the rest of the season goes. And as you can imagine, folks around there are not happy.
At Powell High School, football is everything.
I mean, every time Friday Night Lights come on, everybody's on their feet. Student section's ready to go.
So when news hit that all 6 wins this season are being stripped over an ineligible player, it hit hard.
It's a pretty big thing, especially if you're a senior and you find out most of your season just doesn't even matter.
Right now, everybody's upset. I mean, all of our players were crying. Just so much we lost because of one little mistake.
In a football town, word about football travels quick, even to the pharmacy across the street.
We had a couple customers come in and they were like, well, did you hear what happened at Powell today? Just so sad. I mean, literally, you're only in high school once, hopefully. But, I mean, those kids, that's what they live for.
The student was ineligible because of the way the school reported his transfer to the TSSAA. It sparked a lot of conversation online with questions like where was the student transferred from and why the information is just now coming to light. TSSAA hasn't publicly identified the student, but confirms all 6 wins stripped from Powell now go to the schools who originally lost. That's Halls, Cumberland County, Karnes, Clinton, Campbell County, and Lenoir City. We've reached out to all 6 schools, and they all chose not to comment or didn't respond. But on Twitter, a different story, showing a roadblock will never stop trash talk.
Hall's been tweeting that they own Emory now, but we still beat them in every other sport except like what, golf? So this is still our road. Same with Karnes, this is still ours, but.
Little trash talk there. And as unfortunate as the circumstances are, this actually gives Cumberland County its first win of the season.